Hey guys, welcome to Blue Jays Today. Hey guys, welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Toronto Blue Jays. I am your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nick Palaylog. And today we have finally exciting freaking news. We got the guy. We got the one. We got George Springer.
George Springer, baby! George Springer!
Oh,
Let's go!
my
Let's
God.
go! We got him for
Oh,
six
my God.
6 years, $150
Oh,
million
my God.
dollars. That is $25 million per year. Do the math. I'm super okay with that deal.
Yeah, you know
what are your thoughts?
It's a big contract, you know, and realistically, like, I don't like who knows what's gonna happen in 4 or 5 years, but like we're not even thinking about that right now. Like what I'm thinking,
care.
yeah, what I'm thinking about right now is like there will be implications, and we'll break down implications in a more organized later podcast.
This is celebration podcast.
But right now, what my thinking is that, hey, cheers. My thought is cheers. And my thought is we finally got a veteran hitter. A hitter who is proven. A hitter who is a 3-time All-Star. A hitter who, when it's time to score a run in the playoffs, this guy is capable of doing that.
And look, veteran guy. I know, we've even said we want starting pitching. We're not done yet, but the fact that we just nailed the biggest free agent so far this offseason is huge. He's going to help out the young batters immensely.
Bro,
He's been to the World Series.
Shout out to the management. They said that they were going to make a splash, and they made it splash. They did it, okay?
They did.
They
Cheers.
said what they were going to do, and they freaking well did it. Again,
To the
okay.
management.
Yeah, to
Ross
the
Atkins and Mark Shapiro.
Yeah, I'm
Here we
breaking
go.
dry January for this
Yeah,
right
literally.
now.
He's
Yes.
been dry, but this is something different,
George
guys.
Springer is something different, man. Okay.
All right, okay. All right, let's...
Analysis time.
Let's crank down. What are his numbers, Nick? We just cranked together a little thing. I got some questions. You got some stats. What are some stats on George Springer?
Okay, this is the Cole's Notes version on this guy. First off, we want to know he is a 3 times All-Star. Could be 4 times because he actually had a pretty nice season last year. In 2020, he hit for a slash line of 265, 359 on base percentage, and a slugging of 540. And that's the number that you want to know, guys. It's the slugging. He's a 270 career batting average, which is still very good, 20 points ahead of league average, but it is the slugging that is elite. His career slugging is 491, and it's only been getting better. In 2019, he slugged 591. 591.
And you were saying before, if only Bo Bichette could be him. And what's great is George Springer is George Springer. We know exactly what we're getting, I do impose a question. Do you think that George Springer is going to put up George Springer numbers this following year?
I absolutely think so. I 1000%.
There's no reason not to think so at all.
Yeah, there is no indication, like statistically speaking, to think otherwise. Like, you want to ask me that question in 3 years, like when he's 34? Okay, maybe we can have a different conversation. But for right now, he's 31 years old. This is still prime time for a lot of hitters. We just saw DJ LeMahieu at 32 win the batting champ title.
Literally.
So this guy still has, in my opinion, at least 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe even 6 elite years left of production right now. And this is a guy who we saw in 2019 hit for 39 homers, 96 RBIs, 96 runs, and he did 96 RBIs in the leadoff spot.
You're making me emotional, Nick, with all these great numbers, and we just got this guy, and I can't believe that we just outbid the Mets for this guy.
You want to hear something else that's really cool? Okay. In
Yeah,
2020 percentiles, he only had a batting average of 265, but he had an expected batting average in the 92nd percentile. That's telling
all I
me
need to know.
that he's getting unlucky.
That's
he
all
could
I
have done
need.
better. He had a 95th percentile in expected slugging. This is no fluke. George Springer is a guy who we can slot in anywhere in the lineup, but will be top half.
Literally. Okay, so that's a great segue. Because obviously he's batted in the leadoff spot. for the Houston Astros for several years now. Where does he slot in with the Toronto Blue Jays?
Well, you know that we differ in opinions with Charlie Montoya.
Oh, yes.
But I was telling you what I thought my ideal lineup was if we acquire George Springer, which we are doing.
Yes.
Yay.
We've made a podcast on it too, as well. But what do we think right now? Let's just off top of our head. What do we freaking think?
I think that I want this guy batting in runs. I think that I trust him to bat in runs with a slugging like this, being in the prime of his career. And I think that putting him anywhere other than third or fourth would be a mismatch of his talents. I think that he needs to belong there.
What about that 2 spot? What about that 2 spot?
I'd buy
it.
I see an argument for it. Like, absolutely. Like, I
Josh
guess,
Donaldson.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know what? I would be okay with that too.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that too. My ideal lineup that I told you prior to doing this podcast was Biggio 1, Lourdes 2, Bichette 3, Springer 4, and then sandwich him in there with Teoscar and Vladdy, Grichuk and Tellez and Kirk afterwards. But you have this guy batting fourth. Like, I really think that the RBI numbers that he could put up,
they're unreal.
They could be like 120, dude. They could be like 120 plus.
They're
like,
unreal.
Because he's always been doing leadoff stuff.
And what's amazing is, like, you know, we're talking like, oh, like what is the projected lineup and shit.
Yeah.
But like, come time to like season, you know, Vladdy could break out, be hitting 320 in the first month. Now it's like, well, shit, you know, like I gotta put him, you know, up or like higher in the lineup.
Exactly.
So,
yes.
So George Springer creates no problems. He honestly creates a perfect ease in the batting lineup because what you just said with Tellez being in the 8th spot. Tellez is supposed to hit, we broke him down earlier, guys. Tellez is supposed to hit 30 home runs in a full season.
Yeah.
And he's batting in our 8th spot.
Yes.
So that's why George Springer is freaking amazing for our team.
Well, and that's why now, for the remainder of, you know, years to come, I don't want to hear anything about our lineup. I don't want the management to worry. I don't want to do anything with regards to our lineup.
We're good.
We are good.
We are good.
We are good. Because if you have your guys like Bichette, like Lourdes, like Vladdy, like Biggio, all this young core continue to do and continue to develop in a year, in 2 years, fan bases who are playing, the New York Yankees fans are going to be like, holy shit. How in the hell did these guys get all of these guys?
That's what we said about Houston. It's like, how do they have so many 300 hitters?
Exactly.
They developed them.
Yeah.
We have been developing them. And I know so many guys. Actually, I want to shout out one guy on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Who said for the last 5 years, this is almost like kind of like a bad shadow, but I don't even know his name, but he was a troll. And he commented on one of our posts being like, I've been saying for the last 5 years that the Toronto Blue Jays are garbage, a pathetic organization that don't make any moves. And I replied with, don't you know we've been going through a rebuild? He didn't reply. I just want you, if you're out there, I want you to look at what just happened tonight. And I want you to... We got Kirby Yates.
Yeah, today was a fucking big day.
We got George Springer.
Today was a huge day.
So, you know, George Springer has just become the biggest signing in Blue Jays history at $150 million, overpassing Russell Martin at $85 for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, just take that as you will, guy.
In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I think that for potentially, like, especially this coming year, analysts everywhere, and us in particular, we're going to be looking back on today, on January 19th, as being a monumental, game-changing day for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yes.
Like, from here on out, as far as I'm concerned, great offseason.
You know what we are now?
A contender?
We're a fucking contender.
Yeah, buddy.
This is the first time I can actually
Third
say
time's a charm.
we're a contender.
Yeah, no.
We're a contender.
We're a fucking contender, dude. There's...
Don't get me wrong. We do need one more pitching arm. I truly still believe that. I'm super excited.
Yes,
We're both on the same page.
Yeah.
But this is just incredible.
Well, the way I always put it was to acquire Trevor Bauer, that would have been our ideal scenario for the offseason. That would have been the gold medal.
Yeah.
But right now, getting Kirby Yates and getting George Springer, it feels like we won anyways.
Yes.
It really feels like we won anyways.
We won.
And
we won.
Wow. I mean, I'm just excited to see projected lineups. I'm excited to see him in blue.
Oh.
I'm excited to just.
I'm excited to see Springer 4 in that Blue Jays text. That, the fucking 2 stripes.
Yeah.
Blue Jay 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, this is an exciting time.
Hell yeah.
I literally have no words. I was freaking out setting up this podcast, and now here we are. Maybe we're not done yet. Are we done? That's another question. Are we done?
Christ.
Are we done?
God only knows, man. Like I have no idea.
This is the biggest signing out of any team this offseason so far.
Wow, that's awesome.
This is the biggest signing.
That's awesome.
We are on top of the baseball world. The Toronto Blue Jays.
That's freaking. I got it's like I just want to stand up for
right?
I'm just like we're up here.
We're
right
on
now.
top. Everyone's looking at us right now.
It's like we're up here and we're like peering down. It's like, yo, what's up
What's
over
up?
there?
Springer and Yates.
Yanks.
What up?
And
What
it's
up?
like, hey, Tampa Bay, see ya.
Oh, Tampa Bay, goodbye. You got rid of Snell.
They're going out. They're going bye. This is us now. We are now what? Okay. Do we have a very significant shot right now at winning our freaking division with this? With Tampa Bay going bye-bye?
I think we're number 2. I think we're number 2.
We gotta be, bro.
I mean, if we do get one more piece of pitching, it doesn't have to
That's
be.
what it is.
It doesn't even need to be Bauer now. Bauer, I know everyone's like, we need Springer and Bauer. Unrealistic, guys. Let's be honest.
Unrealistic.
But if we can get at least like a James Paxton or a Tanaka or a Walker.
We acquired Taiwan Walker. In my opinion, it's like that's everything we had to do. We got the pitching. We had a giant bat filling in a spot of need for us. Okay.
Dominant center fielder.
Yeah, filling in
clutch.
a spot of need for us. And we also got another elite relief pitcher. So it's like we covered the board.
Exactly.
So what we do need to acquire one more pitcher because we just cannot have Tanner Roark being our number 2 or whatever the fuck he is right now.
No. Tanner Roark cannot. Like, he's going to be in the rotation as far as I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
But he's got to be number 5, more.
You can't pay him $12 million and not have him be part of the rotation.
We need Ryu, Nate Pearson, a signing, someone else, and then Tanner Roark. I don't know. Just make it happen.
Yeah. That's what needs to happen. But I think that we have to be like right up there. And now when we made a video last year about is the Blue Jays a top 10 offense coming into 2020. I think if we remade that video right now, I can't say for sure because I'm not looking at the numbers. But I mean, I gotta think that we
top 8
right up there.
I think we're top 8 now.
I think we could be.
I think we could be top 8.
I think we could be. If we have those necessary breakouts,
Yes.
I think we could be.
I think we could be easily top 8. My God, I don't want to end this video, but because I just love being in the space of like just a gratitude. Like I'm just appreciating just this moment because this is the biggest signing in Blue Jays history. Blue Jays history.
It's history, bro.
And it's smashing history. $85 million for Martin, and then we give $150 million to Springer.
A lot. And it's history.
More than anyone will make.
It's really, really fucking rewarding right now to be a fan of the Toronto Blue Jays and to see this rebuild starting to take shape.
The rebuild is in the past. We are now competing.
Yes.
In the playoffs.
Yes.
Going for the World Series with George Springer, our key outfielder. Guys, let us know how you feel about this George Springer signing. Let us know in the comments down below. We really want to celebrate here. We're going to reply to your comments. Guys, let's just embrace this moment. Fill ourselves with gratitude.
I want projected lineups and projected George Springer stat line slash line, in the comments down
Give us your
below.
projections.
Also, guys, you can check us out on Spotify, Breaker, Anchor, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, and follow us on Instagram. We've been posting a lot. We went a little nuts on the story today with all this news. Promise we're not going to be that annoying as on a regular daily basis.
If we sign Bauer.
Get ready. Get ready. Also, Patreon, $3 a month, and we will say whatever you want us to say. Wow, this was nice. This was awesome. Really nice.
Guys, thank you so much. Consider subscribing, please. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep. And go, Jays, go.